the scaling that will come from the top lane in the form of that gangplank. Will they be able to do so? Remains to be seen, but we'll have to see how things shake out. We are getting ready, though, to get on to the Rift here. I'm going to have to say I am in the same camp as you, Axeman. Now, I think this series could be closer than what we saw in round one. I don't think that it's, a crazy thing to think that Red Canids could take a game off of Kabum in this series, especially, they're coming in with momentum. They've got to be feeling really good after taking down a strong Furia squad just yesterday. But will it be enough to push them all the way to taking a best of five against the team that has been pretty definitively the best team in CBLOL this season? I don't think so. But we are on to the Rift, ladies and gentlemen, for our first game of this best of five. It is the losers finals in CBLOL. One of these squads will meet Pain Gaming for the Split 1 finals a couple of weeks from now. But so much yet to be decided in this series as we kick it off. Kabum on the red side here in game number one. And let's see how things play out. I'm so excited. So happy to be here today with you, Axe, man. No better way to spend a Sunday, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I can't think of one either. CBLOL is so exciting, and this one's going to be a heater for sure. I think it's kind of telling about the matchup that it's 50-50. Red takes a game of the series at all, right? That's just kind of where we're at between the two teams. But yeah, I'm right there with you. I think they could definitely take a game off of Kabum here. A little bit of an invade from Skuro as he came all the way from the top side up there, started up there with the J4, really looking for a pick there, and that is what this comp from Kabum is trying to accomplish here, So it is a pick comp. You're looking to get those picks off, pick somebody off from the pack there. You have so many tools to be able to do it as well. The Thresh, the Ahri, the J4, all these tools coming together. Even Gangplank ultimates coming in infrequently can help in those pick scenarios here in the mid to late game. Maybe even the early game here around 8 minutes. We'll have to see where we're at, but so that's what they're looking for, looking to try to get advantages, and that's not great for Red, right? You're playing to a better team, you're trying to giant kill, and they've essentially said, hey, if one of you separates themselves from the pack, much like Zebra, we're gonna, come in and get you like we're crocodiles in the Nile, right? And that's not a good position to be in for Red. You cannot have any chinks in your armor here.
Revthar could be in a lot of trouble here. That's going to be level 2 pings from
Ooh.
House, and Wiz immediately comes in, forces the flash
Yeah.
off of the Victor. They were just waiting for that charm to be available there for House. Is going to miss his first one, but at the very least, a flash off of the Red Canids mid laner, so that will just open up some more aggressive opportunities in that lane for Kabum. Meanwhile, Aegis up to the top side. Parang looking to run away. Should get a little speed boost here from the barrel, but that's
Oh,
the flash
man.
in. The stun could have landed. Parang
Beautiful.
punished for the early push. That's first blood to Red Canids.
That's fantastic use of this champion. Volibear is an S-tier jungler on this patch, and this is exactly why the pick potential on this jungler is just nuts out of nowhere. And it all comes down to just how careful you're being, as so often it does. Remember, we're talking about this crocodile zebra metaphor. If you're not being careful, if you're just wading into the river, Crocodile's going to get you every time, right? And so will Volibear here. It's all about, managing the Q he has, that stun, making sure you're staying away from that. Also making sure you're staying out of the lightning. And in that situation, so Parang gets hit by both. He eats the Q, isn't able to escape that. Also gets nailed by the lightning as well. I don't think without that lightning they would have been able to kill him, actually, because this top lane duo, Volibear and Ornn, not a lot of damage. Not a lot of damage there, Yeso.
Yeah, but so well played, and also key that they get the flash there out of Parang. So Parang tries to flash out and still gets caught and taken down. So that's, we talked about the opportunity for Kabum to try and punish the flashless Grevthar. That same opportunity stands for Red Canids in the top lane if they can get up here for Parang. So going to be very key for this gangplank to try and get, some sort of vision down, and for Kabum to be able to track the Red Canids jungler. As meanwhile in the bottom lane, Skuro going to take some damage, looking to back away here. The Volibear has arrived into the area, but Wiz was here as well, so it is a 3v3, and this is a sign for Parang to, freely farm. He doesn't have to worry about that gank, and despite going down, he isn't really sweating the 1v1 in any way, shape, or form against this Ornn, so as long as Kabum can keep track of Aegis here on the map, this won't be too much of a punish for this Gangplank. So we'll have to see how things continue to shake out there. Backing and able to grab boots here is the Volibear. We've got a very confused RMC in the bottom left corner of your screen. Shoutouts to RMC hanging out in chat, watching today. He and 4Y4 with a great cast yesterday for Furia versus Red Canids, but today only Red Canids still stand. Parang up here, going to clear this wave out right in front of his tower. First Drake just spawning as well. Mountain Drake going to kick things off, but both junglers up towards the top side of the map as teleport will come out from Grevthar here. So we'll have to see if maybe some early priority here for Kabum in the bottom lane can help them secure early Drake.
I would have to hope so, Ryan. Things have been fairly calm down the bot lane. If there has been a calm lane, indeed, it would be that bottom lane. Oh, yeah, Wiz. That's the Lantern for you, folks. That's one of the strongest abilities in League of Legends, and it saves Wiz there. So definitely want that on your side. Thresh, very powerful champion, but yeah, this bot lane, you can take a look at the CS numbers. I mean, CS numbers up top lane are like almost half of what is going on down the bottom lane. That's just how much fighting, how contested these two top lane champions are right now. But yeah, down here in the bottom lane, we have some of the highest CS numbers in the game. And those CS numbers aren't going away anytime soon, as there just hasn't seemed to be too much focus from the junglers around the bot side there. We saw it kind of like the neutralized gank from both junglers around the bot lane earlier, but apart from that, there hasn't really been any action down there. Dragon up now. Looks like both sides rotating around it. I think you called that one, Yeso. We do not have teleports here, so it'll be 4v4 if indeed they do fight over it. But I don't know. Not too much interest from Red.
Yeah, Red Canids pretty much immediately backing away. Kabum did have priority in the bottom lane, which certainly gives them the early open to get into the river, and they don't have to worry about the crocodile. They do take down Mountain Drake here to kick things off, so pre 7 minutes there. So we'll keep an eye on if they can get to Soul Point possibly before the 20-minute mark. The opportunity certainly there for the side of Kabum. Wiz immediately up to his top side jungle, and Aegis down in the bottom lane here. So there is an opportunity if they want to get something going against the Ornn, and Volibear will be spotted out in the river. We'll clear out that ward, so Desave and Skrull can just back away from any sort of trouble. So other than the top lane gank at 5 minutes for Red Canids, not much else going on the map here. Both teams content to farm it out. Wiz going to be able to get in and steal away this blue buff. This will be really nice if he can secure this and then hand off his own blue to House here. Grevthar in the area doesn't seem to have smelled that J4 in his jungle, and that's going to be blue buff going down. Could get a 2v2 here, though. Guigo on his way down. That's the call. The Forge God, who is in big trouble, tries to flash away, but gets caught and knocked up and knocked down. Guigo gonna grab a kill there, and the Kabum jungler punished big time. Back to the bottom lane. That's the GP ult. Skrull wants to get in here. Death Sentence onto a minion to try and get in closer, but it's not going to secure anything. Level 6, though, on Desave. Important to note, no ultimate available for the Aphelios, and How's on his way here, maybe looking for a dive. Beautiful hook there, but that is Jojo pinging 6 now. Beautiful charm. He's burning down. He will fall. House grabs the kill, and the response from Kabum in the bottom lane.
Oh yeah, very nice roam there from House, able to get out of the lane and get some value there for himself. Unfortunate that the GP ultimate didn't have too much of an effect, but eventually they just forced their hand, right? I mean, they got very mobile solo laners here, Gangplank with the ultimate, and Ari just able to run right out of lane, use that ultimate for all of that mobility. Grevthar, no real opportunity to answer back, right? And he pushes this wave out, but Wiz is already bouncing that wave back in, so this is just super free here from Kabum. And what a play it was. Really good to see like that. Just before that, of course, Guigo had picked off Wiz, got double buffs. Those double buffs are still up top side here. So Parang has been pain gaming for the last several minutes or so. And yeah, no, it's not getting any better anytime soon for him now. Here's Skuro mid lane. Yeah, he
He
does not
wants
have
those,
flash.
yeah, he wants those melee minions to die to give him an easier death sentence there. Not going to happen. Grefthar going to back up to the safety of his tower and clear out this wave. Skrull going to get some vision down in the blue side there of Red Canids, and they were hoping to get something done here on the top side. But important to note, the Rift Herald was picked up by
They
Red
still
Canids. That
got
play
him.
happens bottom lane. Oh, we're going to see something top side. It's just going to blast
Yeah.
cone over, and he's going to find a Wiz. Wiz has to flag and drag away. He will be safe. Call of the Forge God was just not quite off of cooldown there, so Guigo not
Yeah.
able to force that engage, and Parang able to back away. So while Parang not, getting a ton done here in the early game, at the very least, still farming well, still should scale pretty darn well into the mid and late game. So this GP still in an all right position despite the early punish. We'll just have to see what they can get done here on the rest of the map. Skrull maybe hunting or a death sentence here onto Teton, but Teton just going to clear out the wave and back to the safety of his tower. Parang maybe looking for more. That's a knockup. A lot of damage here from Guigo. The heal onto Parang. Wiz is
wants
here.
it.
Call the Forge. Got flash over the wall. Parang is safe for now. Now they're looking for the damage onto Guigo. That is going to be him locked down. Wiz just chunking away bit by bit. Maybe looking for the Q here from Parang to finish it off, but Wiz will just take the kill as Guigo will fall.
Prang with a neat little flash there over the wall, getting away from his demise. And yeah, this is why Ornn is one of the only hyper tanks we see. It's because when he needs to, he can bring the damage. Yeah, so he's got the damage there. Conditionally, of course, right? Even flashing just a little bit away from the guy negates all of his damage. He's not able to get to you, but you know, I think that's just a lot of top laners. But yeah, he is the best hyper tank, the only one competitively viable, I would go ahead and say. And yeah, we see him falter a little bit there. Parang making some headway in that lane. 3 down bot side now for Red, looking for this dragon. I think they're going to find it here. I don't see anything stopping them, but they're taking their sweet time, that's for sure.
An important thing to note, Parang did just recall the base, does have teleport immediately, teleports mid. That's going to be the death sentence missing, but the box is down. Flash Flay. There is no super mega death rocket from
Ooh, there you
Kasave, but
go.
Jojo able to take out Skrull, and now they're running for the hills. Grefthar with a kill there onto Hal's Red Canids, backing away, but they've already taken what they were looking for. It's a 2-for-1 trade. 2-for-0, excuse me, in favor of Red Canids, but they immediately cede the Drake due to the low health bars, so Kabum loses the fight. But they win the battle anyway.
Hey, we got the Hex Gates here on Summoner's Rift now, yay. So exciting stuff. This is my favorite Rift. I like the gates. I think they're a lot of fun. Here's that replay for you. Yeah, just the death sentence going wide. The box isn't able to hit anybody this go around. Aegis with the big ult in is going to take down Skrull. Like that one from me, but the low health bars for Red are going to mean they have to back off and give up that second dragon. I'm cool with giving up second dragon, right? I'm a jungler. I'm big on dragons, right? But yeah, first 2 dragons, not super worried about them. For me, it's more about like taking them in a timely manner. Like if you're like 6-7 minutes, the enemy hasn't taken the dragon, go ahead and take them. But if the enemy team is taking dragons like on time, you've lost 2 dragons at 12 minutes or something like that, I'm not too worried about it. You could definitely make the comeback, make sure you have the map control to get 4 in a row. If that's something you want to look for, but it's also still very doable to prevent the enemy team from getting the Dragon Soul at this range, right? You could stop somebody from getting 2 dragons. It's not that big a deal, but we go up top side looking for all those 5 plates. He's 5-plate gaming right now, Yeso.
He's doing his best here. About 14 minutes in, plate's about to fall. Aegis has to back away. They'll caught by the charm into the death sentence here. They may be looking for more. That's a super mega death rocket. Flash away from the Volibear. He will not survive. Parang going to be able to grab the kill. Wiz back over the wall here. Parang into the backline is going to get taken out here, but it takes a long time. Death sentence will miss, and Teton will survive for now. Parang is dead. How's Su to follow? It's a double kill for Grefthar, and Red Canids win another fight. They're looking for more. Skrull gonna fall. That's a kill for Teton, and they're just cleaning up Kabum.
They really are here. Sick teleport there from Guigo, bringing in the ultimate. Tons of damage there. I actually tried to charge a little bit. We'll see that in the replay here. But this was the engage big death sentence onto Aegis. Lots of value out of the Thresh pick there. Jinx ult comes in clutch, and Aegis goes down despite the Renata's best efforts. Ultimate does not connect from Guigo. Check out this charge here. Yeah, it didn't connect with the wall there, so it's not gonna help him out.
The
But they
game
do
of inches,
eventually.
Axeman.
Yeah, they do eventually get housed down, and I believe Skuro goes down here eventually here too. Yeah, Teton picking that one up, and Red with a sick fight. I really like that. The teleport from Guigo is huge. Aegis buying them tons of time in combination with JoJo there too. Really, really nice, and they're going to turn that into this Rift Herald.
And it's 2 heralds for Red Canids. So while they have not controlled the Drake, they have controlled the opposite neutral objective so far, and they have won out in the fights overall through the first 15 minutes. So in early game that Red Canids really were looking to build a lead in, right? We talked coming out of Champions Select how this Gangplank is going to be a problem, and you need to be strong in the early game and build a lead to neutralize the scaling that he will have. And so far, Red Cannon's doing that. They still have some work to do, but they are able to get a tower in the top lane. They're going to drop the Rift Herald here. Parang there to contest and house on their way. The Save looking for the tier 2 in the bottom lane, though the Ornn is there to defend. Charge will come out from the Rift Herald here. They won't secure this tower just yet, but at the very least, a nice hearty chunk out of that tower, and that's going to be the tier 2 for Desave, which is going to be a nice bit of income. Very excited Jinx here, maybe looking for more. The rocket's going to land, but not enough damage. Meanwhile, Grevthar picked off and shut down there by Wiz. That's a good bit of gold for the Kabum jungler. As Kabum trying to stay in this game.
Yeah, that's 650 gold right there, so that's nothing to sneeze at, right? And for all these advantages that Red have gotten themselves over the last several minutes, winning the fights, the Rift Heralds, getting the turrets down, it all pales in comparison, from my view, to Desave having the most gold in this game. That is terrifying, right? He doesn't even have a kill yet. He's literally just free farming in a side lane. He's got a couple of assists there too, but him having the most gold is absolutely disastrous for Red, and their inability to shut him down is really going to kill them as they move further into the mid game here as we approach 20 minutes. So definitely need a way to get onto that Jinx to get that Jinx shut down. Dragon up in 25 seconds. The first of the Hex Dragons, so.
First of the Hex Dragons. By the way, I've seen some discussion about the Teton pop-offs in chat, and I have to say, I personally am a huge fan of them. Love to see that emotion and excitement. Of course, Red Canids leaning into that emotion, that momentum right now in this playoff run, and it will certainly play a role if they can continue to succeed in the split one playoffs here. But we go looking to get on to Desave. A lot of trouble here. That's going to be the call. The Forge God. Desave looking for the lantern, but gets caught by the ultimate. Teton takes him down. Well timed there, and they're looking for more. Moonlight Vigil onto 3. Tons of damage as the Renata ultimate comes out. That's Aegis taking down Parang, and Kabum run away with their tail between their legs.
That's top-notch stuff there, so I hope we get the replay on that. He predicted the flash, didn't he? I'm pretty sure he did.
Well played, yes.
Nails the ultimate there onto Desave. Exactly what we were looking for from Red, right? Shutting down that Jinx, making sure she is off the map, not collecting gold in the side lane, not able to fight over objectives, and this is perfect for Red. First, the Hex Dragons is going to be in their pocket. Exactly what you wanted. Exactly what we're talking about too, right? You can give up those first 2 dragons. It's all about the map control in the mid to late game, right? As long as you have map control, the enemy team isn't taking free dragons post 20 minutes, and they're going to wrap this one up at 18:30. House over the wall looking for JoJo.
Yeah, they're going to get dogpiled here. They have to be careful. Red's still in the area. Wiz has to flash away. House dashes over the wall, and the ultimate from the GP will slow things down. So Kabum feeling confident to go for these plays. That's going to be a nice charm there onto Guigo. They're still hunting here. Damage coming out from Teton. The rest of Kabum has arrived. A lot of damage onto Aegis and Guigo. House could be caught. That's the flash in, the stun, the knock-up, and more. Grevthar takes down House, and here's JoJo over the wall. Desave trying to get to the safety of his tier 1. Will trade back 1 kill, but that's the Kabum 80 carry down, and Red looking for more in the mid lane.
Things get better and better for Red here as Desave goes down once again off an ill-fated engage there from House. They were trying to harass the enemy team, trying to get Red to stop their backs, trying to waste their time so they can get back on the map, have first move on those jungle camps on the map there, and yeah, they just didn't have enough manpower, didn't have the bodies in place to take down any of the members of Red. And things got a little dicey there. Things got a little close there for Aegis. For Grefthar, I'll go ahead and admit there. And I think it would have been good for Kabum to just get Grefthar ult and then back off, take what they can get. But no, they're going to force the issue, and they're going to lose their mid laner, lose Desave as well, and set that Jinx even further behind. I wouldn't even put Jinx top 4 most gold right now at this point, Yeso. So, disaster for Kabum.
Well, not only is Desave behind, but Teton is incredibly ahead. 3-0
Oh, yeah.
and 6 on this Aphelios, 170 CS to boot. This is a very scary now 2-item Aphelios, who is going to be looking to just deal out all of the AoE DPS in these fights as this game continues. Get gold almost dead even, 100 to 200 gold separating these two teams as we hit the 20-minute mark. 2-1 advantage in terms of Drakes for Kabum, but Red Canids have been winning the fights. 11-5 is the kill score in favor of Red Canids, and they have invested a lot of gold in their big carries. Grevthar 4-1-4, as I already mentioned. Teton 3-0 and 6, and it's going to be a very interesting time as this game continues. Wiz going to get the Lantern out of trouble, but maybe not quite. That's going to be the call of the Forge God. Not going to get the knock up there onto Wiz, and now they're maybe looking here for Skuro. Skuro going to get the death sentence, but Guigo unstoppable. They're able to get out of that, and Parang, meanwhile, still trying to farm up as best he can in the top lane. 2 items completed on this gangplank, and he continues to be that kind of big scaling threat. We'll see how much of a problem he can become. Parang looking to walk into this fight. Kabum want more. They are not lacking confidence in this game, as that's a cataclysm, and they've locked down Aegis here, at least momentarily. Dash over the wall from House. A lot of damage there, as that's a GP ult, Super Mega Death Rocket. Not quite enough to take down the Baron. Aegis will get out, but at the very least, Kabum have bought themselves some time near this Baron. They're not going to go for it quite yet, but maybe looking for a pick here after that fight, as Aegis has to recall and walk out from base.
The good result for Red, right? I mean, killing Aegis is the go button on Baron for Kabum. That's when they know they can go ahead and take that for free, but Aegis does remains alive on Summoner's Rift, and it's pretty healthy here too, so good turnaround there on the Bullet Bear. Good on him to escape. I don't think I would have put him escaping like 9 out of 10 times. That was a full 1v5, right? No reason for him to get out of there. It's kind of just on Kabum for that one. House maybe caught out here.
Yeah, Guigo and Aegis are here, and so is the rest of the team. Everybody wants a piece of House here, and Guigo gonna take him down. And now Red maybe looking to turn for the Baron. No mid laner here for Kabum. They're likely going to at least attempt a contest, but it may be to their detriment here. Desave looking to throw out a little bit of poke. Wiz over on the other side of the wall will drop the flag down inside of the pit, so they have a little bit of vision. Death sentence from Skrull will land, but it's not going to mean a whole lot as it hits the Ornn here. 2,800 health on the Baron, and Guigo looking to force the issue. Getting over on the other side of the wall, trying to zone away Wiz. Wiz still wants to get into the pit. Gonna get in there, but Baron goes to Red Canids, but they're looking to turn it around. The Aphelios is dead. Desave looking for more. Grefthar going down very soon. Teleport in. It's a double kill there for the GP, and House looking for more. Red Canids may have bit off more than they could chew. That's the charm onto the Baron. It's a triple kill for Parang, and it's an ace. Just like that, this game turns on its head, and Kabum are in control.
Beautiful there from Kabum. You love to see it. And it started out with a sick little death sentence there from Skuro onto Guigo and developed from there. I really liked Over the Wall from Wiz. Did not quite get the Baron, but immediately goes golden, right? Really love to see that. And I think he's building APJ4. I think he's got the Zanyas in inventory. We'll go ahead and check on that later. But yeah, so he's over the wall. He goes golden. Team follows up, which is really nice. Everybody's super low on red, and that's where Desave lives, right? You get the shutdown, you get excited. I believe Jinx is excited here. And yeah, no, just cuts everybody down from here on out. Aegis, really nothing to offer in a fight against a Jinx. Neither really does Guigo. So you have this big front line lined up, but it's lined up, unfortunately, for Jinx to tear it down. That is exactly where Desave lives. Great stuff there from Kabum. Really good positioning, and it gives them another fight here, another dragon up there, too.
Desave just sitting there saying, oh, Oh, you guys all want to stand on top of each other. Oh, please have a heaping helping of my rockets. Enjoy that. And all of red fall. It's a clean ace, to be clear there, from Kaboom. So no Baron buffs left on red. Canids Kaboom are able to go down. They secure their third Drake, so they are now on soul point here as they take out the tier 2 tower in mid lane. All outer towers now have fallen for red Canids, so just the inhibitors towers stand between Kaboom and entry into the red Canids base. And now a game that seemed to be possibly trending in red Canids' favor. They've been winning a lot of fights. They were starting to really gain control of the neutral objectives. They had turned onto the Baron after getting a very key kill onto House. And, Kaboom just turns this game entirely on its head. And now seems like red Canids, really just holding on for dear life here. As that's called the Forge God right into the jungle. Will get the knock up. That's a hook there as Wiz has to back away and burned down. That's Grefthar with a kill. But Parang's ultimate doing so much.
Ooh.
Down goes Teton, but they're looking to turn it around. Grefthar has to be careful here, walking a fine line, but the ultimate just going to chunk out Kaboom here. Skuro trying to back away. The laser just not quite there to kill Skuro, but the Airy almost does it, but Skuro will survive. So red Canids can still win fights, and getting set up inside those tight corridors is exactly what Guigo wants to set up these ultimates. So Kaboom, not out of the woods yet.
No, definitely nowhere near out of the woods quite yet. Teton going down, that pick potential coming through from Kaboom. Oh,
good
wow.
night.
No way.
Yeah, that is what is called a 26-minute gangplank, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's what we're at right now in Parang's world. We're all just living in it, and he's got the IE huge power spike here for the gangplank, and they're off the races. I wouldn't call this a scaling issue. I mean, there is tons of scaling on Kaboom, but I think this is just more of a positioning issue. Getting your AD carry picked off, getting separated in like a weird channel in the jungle away from the front line, that's a positioning issue. I don't think it's because the Save and Gangplank are super hard scaling. I mean, Red are super hard scaling too, right? I mean, you have level 15 Ornn right now. He's upgraded his own item, Greftar's item, and he's upgraded those items since the previous Baron fight too, right? So there's plenty of scale on the side of Red. It's just these late game team fights, man. Teton's been way out of position. Greftar's getting picked off in some of these fights here too. And you can't fight late game like that, right? Not into Kaboom's comp, which is built so well, so effectively to capitalize on those mispositionings. So got to make sure you got your ducks in a row and are playing front to back if you want to play in this game.
Well, and it's important to note we were highlighting Grefthar and Teton and how big of a role they had played in the early game. The last time we were hitting on their KDAs, right? It was a 4-1-4 Grefthar and a 3-0-6 Teton there. Now they have compiled another 4 deaths between them, but have only picked up 2 kills and an assist across those 4 deaths. So it has been a bit of a rough turn for the carries for red Canids. So we'll have to see if they can stabilize here, as here comes the flank. Wiz into the back line, locks down Teton here, and Desave just gets the free fire. Parang's ultimate just melts down the Aphelios, and he is dead. It's a 1-for-1 trade here as Skuro is down, but Kaboom is still looking for more. House not going to land the charm there. A lot of damage onto the Volibear, and House is fallen. Knock up from Guigo onto Parang, but Desave is excited, and here he comes. That's Grefthar flashing in aggressively, but here come the rockets. The Renata will keep him alive for now, but he will fall. Wiz takes the kill. Guigo over the wall onto Desave. Will not get the knockup, but gets the shutdown anyway. It's just Wiz left. It's a 4-4-3 in favor of red Canids. They're hunting for the ace. They will not likely get it, but that's another fight win for the side of red Canids.
Well, and here's the thing. They kind of have to fight for Wiz, right? This dragon is up right now, and Wiz can 100% solo it. So at the very least, they can't leave him alone with the dragon, right? So they have to kind of stand here and protect it until their team gets here. And the issue as well is Wiz can 100% kill both of them. You know, if he really sets his mind to it, so they have to be super careful.
Teleport from House. Down goes Guigo. That's a huge kill. Teton here, though, on the other side of the pit will take down Wiz. That's a very key kill, so that should not be soul for Kaboom. Aegis is live. Parang is here. So it's currently a 3v3, but Smite advantage to Red Canids. Parang set up in the bush. They are going to get spotted out. Super Mega Death Rocket not going to land. Charm, though, will land onto a very key target. Teton taking a lot of damage, but is able to back away for trouble. Jojo, Grefthar are here. Aegis is down, though. That's no Smite advantage any longer. Now they're looking for Grefthar. That's a death sentence landing. He's going to go gold, but it will not last long. Down goes Grefthar. Another kill for Parang, his 7th of the game. And moments ago, it looked like Red Canids were going to be able to stall a little longer, but Kabum execute the fight and take the soul.
Absolutely absurd here, Yeso. Here's that replay coming through for you. Rocky going to go wide at the start of this one, but this charm comes out. Believe connects with Aegis. No, connects with Titan. With Teton directly in there. They don't get the kill onto Teton. The death sentence comes through into Aegis. They get that pick off onto the Volibear. And Grevthar, once again, it's just a positioning issue from Red 110% of the time. I mean, you're face tanking a bush with Teton. You eat a charm from the Ahri directly into Grevthar eating the death sentence. I don't know how much more obvious it can get for this team right now, Yeso. You have a massive front line. You got to use it.
Yeah, that is just, and I think you are 100% correct there. It is two very clear and blatant positioning misplays from Teton and Grefthar that cost them the entire fight, right? Teton loses 90% of his health, excuse me, right off the bat and is now a non-factor. You just don't have an AD carry in that fight any longer, and it completely changes the complexion, and it allows Kabum to just stall and buy time and wait until they have the numbers advantage, and then as soon as they do, they take it all. So well played from Kabum, and Red Canids just, giving Kabum all they could really ask for here. Now, Aegis into the jungle here, trying to carve out some sort of vision control for the side of Red Canids. This Baron is up, and, everybody remembers they took the first one, but, we never really got to see any Baron buffed pushes. Remind me why, Axeman. I kind of forget.
Oh, they got absolutely freaking deleted.
And it may happen here again as JoJo engaged on lockdown in the Cataclysm. The ultimate will land onto Parade, but it's really not going to do a whole lot. Guigo has to back away here. A lot of damage there onto Red Canids, and they back off from the aggression here against Kabum. Kabum looking to get these minion waves in order as they will look to secure a Baron for themselves. That's a slow there on the Teton. Good a bit of damage, but Desave not going to bite off more than he can chew. And will just back away to the safety of his team and his own jungle. Parang down to the bottom lane to clean up some waves. Important to note here as we prepare for a possible Baron fight. Teleport soon to come up for both Parang and House. Guigo not going to have his teleport for about 4-ish minutes. Grefthar does have his available. So very important to note the teleport advantage soon to come here for Kabum. So Guigo going to have to stay very near these important objectives. So the response to any sort of split pushing from Parang is going to fall to Grefthar.
Yeah, Aphelios should be through Calibrum here by now. I'm not sure if we got a shot of him recently. Should be. Oh no, he's on blue and purple. Oh man. Okay, cool. This is gonna be an interesting fight. It's gonna be a close one here. They're burning it down.
Aaron's getting low. Wiz maybe looking to get over the wall. Teleport on its way. Flashes in, and he gets the Smite steal, and he gets out. Are you kidding me, Wiz?
Let's go. The lantern combination. Skirl and Wiz have been doing it all game long, and it gets him the Baron this go around. Yeah, so that's incredible. I cannot believe that. I just top to bottom. This is such a crazy
highway robbery from Kabum.
Oh yeah, no, I can't believe they pulled that off. I can't believe they're pulling this comp off. It's so good. Everything from them. I just want this team to win this series because it's so much fun watching them play, right? I mean, making this comp work has been so it's so crazy. But I think Red are still in it, right? This is just a power play. They're just up 2 gold, 2,000 gold here, so nothing too crazy yet. Ooh, ult out from Guigo.
Yeah, they're going to engage here onto Parang. A lot of damage, but they aren't able to take out the gangplank here, and he'll back away from trouble. Skuro able to lock down some
Ooh.
priority targets here, and that's the Cataclysm out of the backline. Jojo going to go down. It's a double kill, and here comes the Save, looking for more on the Jinx. House in the base, playing very aggressively, will get taken down there by Grevthar, but it honestly doesn't matter. Kabum have cracked the base open. Parang going to secure this bot lane inhibitor, and they've got Baron buffed minions here. They're maybe looking for the game. 3 up for red Canids to try and defend. It's Guigo, Grevthar, and Teton. They have the members that you could ask for in a 3-person defense, but can they make it happen?
Oh
Beautiful death sense there
no.
onto Teton. He will go gold, but the traps will lock him down, and Skuro will secure, the kill as Kabum wipe out red Canids. It's the ace and the game here. Kabum will take the 1-0 lead.
Yeah, it's very fitting to the meta context of this game that it ends with a death sentence landed onto Teton, right? That really was just the story of this game, right? You're coming out from behind your front line, you're coming out into the open there.